Right, we're ready. Are you sure? Okay. My name is Wayne. I'm the owner of Azar's Espresso House, it's a coffee shop just on the other side of Kingston Bridge. But that's just British people, they stick to what they know. I sell more ham and cheese than I do meatballs mozzarella, because they stick to what they know. And also, and all the military, they do the same thing. They train in something during the military. Whether you're a mechanic in the army, you come out, you become a mechanic. If you're a fireman in the army, you come out and be a fireman. If you do something more teeth arms, you come out and you do security or protection, something that you're trained to do from within. And you utilise the skills, which are valuable skills that you learn, and you use them in civilian life. I left the army at the millennium turn of the century. I then did close protection for a few years. I then got into a estate agency for a few years. And the funny thing is, it's the estate agency that introduced me to business. If I hadn't have done that, if I hadn't have gone into that and met with the people that I met, I wouldn't have understood all the different ways that businesses work. How you set up a business, how you progress a business, how do you grow a business, how do you survive in business. And that gave me a bit of buzz and a bit of excitement. And I dealt with this. If you ever go to Clapham Common, the Cube Cafe, it was a cafe I sold on. I was an agent for that, and I wanted that. When I saw it, I thought, that's what I want. I want one of these.
I quite like Wayne. I think a lot of cafes are quite, or coffee shops are quite female dominated, and often just staff rushing around, whereas Wayne's a guy, so I can have a chat about guy things with him.
Throughout most soldiers' careers, their futures are not thought about. Their futures within the military are thought about. Their futures after the military are not thought about. They're not planned for, and they're certainly not looked after in the respect that they should be. And I know that there are a lot go by the wayside. There's some that don't, but that depends on presence of mind and opportunities to take. I think there should be a lot more put in place throughout the time that boys are in the army to understand the need to invest in their future, whether it be educationally or financially. Because the lads at the moment are 24 years old, corporals in the army, they're on £27,000 a year at 24 years old without education. So they're doing good money. They've got then the ability to invest some of that money, whether it's into ISAs or whether it's into property. But nobody tells them this, and you only ever learn this once you've got out of the other side, by which time it's too late. If you was to invest in a £100,000 property on the first year that you join the army, when you leave the army 10 years later, that 100,000 will then be 2,500,000. But nobody tells you that, and you don't find out until a year after you've left the army. Don't regret joining it, don't regret being in it, and I don't regret leaving. People have travelled across Europe to get to my life. Are you going to stay in England?